Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be doing 15 best Netflix shows slash series that our opinion we think it's good shows. Me and my husband always struggle to watch a good show that we both enjoy. So this is shows that we both watched. This is shows that we did really like, both of us. Not in any order. I feel like all of the 15s that I'm about to mention are really good. Made. So the first one is Made. This one's very popular. I feel like this one's top 10 in Netflix. Alright, so basically this show, it's about a girl that she's with a person that always used to drink, and when he drank, he'll get really violent with her. So basically she leaves him, tries to find her own place and stuff with her daughter, and she's struggling. This show is really sad, I would say. I feel like it got on our feelings. Like it's just everything she goes through that it sucks because I feel like people actually do go through that stuff, and it sucks to know that sometimes they're sleeping on the streets when it's cold or super hot, you know. So it was a good show, but it was sad as well. But that's basically what that one's about. It's just a girl that leaves his partner, and she tries to find a better place with her baby on her own. The next one is, this is really old, but this one's the Jane the Virgin. I always heard about this show, and I never cared for it. I'm like, oh, that show sounds so dumb. But in February, me and my husband actually got COVID, so I had to stay in for 14 days, and I had nothing to watch. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just, it's a long show, and let me just give it a try. I watched it, and oh my god, I fell in love with it. Like, that show is just so many emotions. Like, I can't even explain what it's about because there's so many things that happen in that show that honestly, it's a really good show. It has from sad moments to happy moments to like what the heck moments. Like, it's everything in that show, and that show is really good. The next one is You. Oh my god. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen You, but basically it's about this guy that when he loves, and he tries to do anything and everything he can to get that person, but in a very weird way. Like, he does weird things, like breaks into their homes, and like steals their private like underwear's bra just for him to keep. Like, it's just a very crazy show. We already seen the last season that came out, and that, oh my god, that it's beyond, like, you guys should watch it. The next one is Manifest. Okay, so Manifest is about, basically they get in an airplane. And for them, I believe like 2-3 hours have passed for the people in the airplane. But for everybody else, 5.5 years passed. So everybody thought they were dead. People moved on with their lives. Like 5.5 years happened, or 5.5 years passed already. And for the people in the airplane, it was just like, I want to say 3 hours or something like that. So when they get down there, they're like, what the hell? Like, their family was already remarried. Like, it's just like the world moved on without them, and then what happens after? It's like some weird things started happening to them, and that's what Manifest is about. So I don't want to say too much about that, because if you guys haven't watched it, I want you guys to watch it, and I don't want to spoil it. But it's a really, really good show. I honestly do recommend it. So the next one is El Travon. That one's really good. So that one is in Spanish. I'm not sure if they have it in English as well. But that one is basically about a guy. He's freaking badass. But this is a guy that he used to live in Tokyo. And I think his grandpa was in charge of a cartel. So he gets really sick. And he has to come back to Mexico to be in charge of the cartel because his grandpa is really sick. So he has to basically win everybody because nobody knew him, and they're like, who the hell is him? And it's just a really good show. My husband was really into it too. Like, it's good. But it's basically that he's trying to take control of the cartel that belongs to his family. The next one is, this one's a really old one, but it's a really good show as well. It's 13 Reasons Why. This one's really sad. Basically, they're in high school. This girl actually gets bullied so much to the point that she wants to take her life. And she actually did commit suicide because of everybody that used to bully her. A lot of things happened to her. 13 audios that she's explaining why she did it and who was the one that like bullied her and all that stuff. It's a really good show, but it's really sad as well. The other one is Destinated Survivor. So that one is basically the president gets, I think, yeah, the president gets killed with the vice president. So this other guy that he was about to get fired actually becomes the president. So everybody was like mad because they knew he was gonna get fired and now he's the president of the United States, and everybody's like, what the heck, like he's never been president, he was actually gonna get fired. And it's basically that, but it's a really good show. Like there's a lot of things that happen, so it's hard to kind of describe it. Basically is that he survives. He's a survivor, so he's the one that becomes president, and people actually do try to kill him, so that's, you know, he has to fight with that as well. And the people like Congress and the whole actual people, like, you know, United States citizens that don't want him to be president, but at the end of the day they end up loving him. And yeah, it's more than that. It's a really good show. The next one is Too Hot to Handle. This one's pretty cool. I watched both of the seasons, and I don't know, it's crazy because they can't, so they have money and they can't spend that money, and the way they spend it is by kissing or doing stuff like that. So people really have to control themselves and not do nothing. But it's so funny, guys. Like, it's really funny. And then when people do stuff and they get money like taken away, the other people get so mad. It's a really funny, it's a good show. The next one is Nikki Jam. That one is just basically Nikki Jam, the singer. It just shows his life when he was a kid, what he had to go through, what he had to go through now, as you know, as him being famous. He went through a lot of messed up things, so that show is just to kind of see where he came from, and that's about it. It just has his life. The other one is When They See Us. This was pretty old too, but this one really touched. Like, it was really sad. And this is actually a true story. So basically, there's kids that were somebody got killed, and they framed the kids because they were in around that area. And these kids were good kids. Like, they would go to school, they were good kids, but because they were African American, they just said it was them. The police said it was them, and then they got charged, and then they went to jail for like years until they were already old, and it turns out that they were innocent. The next one is Control Z. So this one's in Spanish, but you can also watch it in English. This one's basically so this is about a hacker that they hacked all the people's phones, and they put all the information out there. So a lot of people were able to know their darkest secrets, and they're trying to find out who is a hacker. But the whole series is badass. Like, I love it. Let's see. The next one is Money Heist. I'm not sure if I'm saying that one right, but that one is basically, it's a series, and that's actually true stories too. It just has people that did a big crime that they got away with it for years, but it was a big crime. Like, one of them was casino. I think they stole a whole bunch of money from a casino, and basically the police is trying to find them. It says how they found them and how they did it. That one's pretty cool. Love is Blind. So this one is about there's couples that are trying to find love, and they haven't found it yet. So they go into the show, and they have, like, they're in a room and they can't see each other. They're only talking to each other, and then before the show ends, they have to propose. And then once they propose, it's a yes or no. And then once it's a yes or no, then they get to meet that person. And yeah, they go like on a honeymoon, and then at the end of the day, they get married. They actually get married. So this one's cool too. I keep saying this is cool too. I'm sorry, guys. It's because all of these shows are actually pretty cool. That's why I put it here. The next one is Good Girls. So Good Girls, this one's pretty interesting. It's a mom that she's just bored of being a mom, doing, you know, the everyday thing. So she starts doing like book meetings or something like that, but it actually turns into her selling drugs. And she wants to back up, but she goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, into a point where she's like super in. And yeah, this is a good show as well. I actually have one missing. I don't know which one. Let's see. Alright, and my last one is Sin Senos No Hay Paraíso. This one's in Spanish as well. This one has a whole... This is like a novela, but it's like a whole bunch of them. I think it has like three seasons of those, or 4. I don't know. But there's Sin Senos No Hay Paraíso, and then Sin Senos Sí Hay Paraíso. And then I think the other one is El Final del Paraíso or something like that. But this one's basically the first one is Sin Senos No Hay Paraíso. It's basically a girl that didn't have any breast, and she used to see everybody that was operated and they had breasts, and then there was people that were, you know, people that had money. They'll choose the girl that had breasts because that's what they wanted to be with, you know. So she was saying like life wasn't a life without breasts, so then she wanted to get operated, but to get operated she had to go through a lot of stuff to actually get half her boobs, and then once she did get her breasts done, things weren't as she planned. So it's a really good show. This one's a very old show. It's like, this is a very old novela or show, whatever it is. But this is my 15 best Netflix shows / series. I put those because me and my husband watched them together and we both enjoyed it. So that's why I put that one. But that's why I put those. But let me know if you guys watch any of them. Hopefully I get you guys into good shows. But I think that's all. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. I will see you guys very soon. Thank you guys.